what makes the life of a researcher when you do research is the focus. Because what I want to tell you, as you start your research, you have a lot of thoughts in your mind. You want to become an inventor. It is good if you can invent. What is invention in research? It is a new knowledge what you make. But we have to make sure, do we have the capacity to make that invention? So this is one thing I want to tell you. So I suggest when you do your micro research, it is better you try to identify a gap. And as I told you, there are many gaps. It can be a methodology gap. It can be a theory to practice gap. Or it could be a gap in data. Or it could be a gap in different scenarios, maybe in different countries, different segments of the population. Now, how a researcher can check in his micro research or major research how this gap can be attended. And I'll repeat you again, your gap can be identified depending upon your domain knowledge and your professional knowledge. So your academic knowledge plus your domain knowledge makes your capacity to create or identify the research gap. If you are an academician or you may be a working professional or you are doing nothing, just your job is to do a PhD. So what you have to make sure, before you start your research, you have to do a lot of things. What is that lot of things? Acquiring information, focused information. As you skim through different articles, different happenings, to stay remain on your focus is very important. So what you can do, sometimes we may move out of our focus. So make sure, take a sheet of paper, put your focus first. And this focus, I say you paste it on your wall. So you know at any point of time, when you sit, you can see this is my focus. I'm not moving out, because as you skim up with the review of literature and the happenings in that area, you find a lot of opportunities that, oh, this is better than this one, this is better than the other one. You know, you keep skimming over your focus. So stay focused is the very important part of that. And the good method is, for that one, take a sheet of paper, state your focus, because I told you how to make the focus. And always make sure you are staying to that focus only. This is the best thing to remain focused. And your focus has a lot of connection with the kind of gap you are going to fill or the kind of knowledge what you are going to produce. So staying connected with the focus of the research is very, very important. And from where this focus comes from, this is our lifelong transition, because when you become a researcher, as I told you in my previous sessions, you have a question why, and with your domain knowledge you say how, and when you come to research, what is a scientific solution? So that scientific solution, if you are doing a social science research, it should be a model that can be implementable. And if you are doing an ICT research, that can be a model which should work on a technology stack. Make sure the students of the scholars of ICT may end up in a way of doing it as a social science research. It should not happen. This is my not request. This is what you have to follow. ICT scholars, you make sure you should develop a model which could be implementable, which can be implementable using a technology stack. And for the social science researchers, you should develop a model that can be implementable, that can be a working model. Then only your research makes effect. So in your micro research or major research, Don't produce a research just for the purpose of getting a PhD. That will not make a sense for we as researchers. So this is the most important part. So this video, I have stated two things. How you can remain focused on your micro or major research. The second thing, how the product, the outcome of your research should be an implementable model. For this, definitely you need a stakeholder. The stakeholder can be a government, it can be an agency, it can be an enterprise, it can be a population, anything. So, when you have a stakeholder for a research, you are making your research in a scientific way, seeking a solution for the research problem or research question. So, three things: focus, the gap, the research gap, then your stakeholder. If you put these trios together, your research, your micro research or major research will be a beautiful one. So